Hi, I'm Mike Mulligan, and I'm continuing to discuss documents associated with the safety relief valve threaded seals, the Buna-in material um, of energy and the NRC. Certainty, uncertainty gaming. The engineers do this a lot, when they're pushing a project and that type of thing. That is they they uh, they exaggerate what they know, and they discount what they don't know. They play around with these exaggerations of engineering terms and to their advantage and stuff. They don't state the absolute truth. Maybe if you get them in the courtroom, they might, but even then, it's highly unlikely and stuff. And so I'm going to talk about that type of thing in this the rest of this. So we're going to talk about the last inspection. We're almost halfway done with this inspection report. Should be quick. 2012-004, done last fall. So I talked about like for like. That's like for like. That's commercial dedication process, and basically says in the old days the vendors would bend over backwards to build stuff for the nuclear industry because it was so big and there was so much potential for new business. And nowadays, they decided that it'd be cheaper if we could use the same products in the commercial side of the business, repair parts and all that sort of stuff for the same thing. And so for repair parts and new parts and stuff like that, there was when I was young, there was just everything was dedicated. You had vendor manufacturer products that was specifically made for nuclear power. Nowadays, most of the stuff is this like-for-like business, and it comes off the commercial market. It's commercial grade, and I think it's out of control. They don't know what they're doing with this. There are big problems with gaskets or flexitalic gaskets or SRV components and stuff. I think there's just like I talked about with Peach Bottom and that Pintus Electronics, where the guy so basically provided a repair part service, and he lied through his teeth when Peach Bottom got it. And it's interesting that thing there that wasn't caught by the NRC or Peach Bottom Exelon. It was caught by a guy like me. Couldn't live with his conscience, and he went to the NRC and stuff. And then in the South Korean business with repair with parts. I don't think they have the proper control of repair and new parts for some reason or other. I don't think there's enough of an incentive. If you provide a part to the nuclear industry and there are such and such specs, and if they're not there, that you will pay a price for it. I think the Congress and all that sort of stuff has taken away the power of maintaining standards, and here we are with the crap parts all throughout the industry. So anyways, I still get the actuator stem nut had been, the seal material for the actuator stem nut. Why can't they stick to one phrase? So that's two different phrase, two or three different phrases for that one component so far in 3 years. So energy evaluation of the seal material incorrectly concluded that the seal material was defective, and a new Buna-in seal was installed. Right, so that is a terrible engineering judgment there, as far as what's wrong with that Why was that seal leaking and stuff like that? Terrible engineering and nuclear judgment there. You wonder how widespread that is. If these guys are, can make such an inaccurate judgment and stuff. And it's important that that they immediately respond to I got a leak and I got to know the context of that leak and stuff accurately. That's important stuff. And Energy performed a subsequent evaluation of the seal material and determined that the material was Buna-in, not defective, and the failure of the seal material was due to exceeding the thermal rating of 225 degrees and stuff. Like I said, I wonder if they, when they purchased that part, or that outage in the spring of 2010, if they would have known, if they would have pushed a button and absolutely known that the Buna-in was bad material, what would they have been forced to do? Would they, if we knew that was Buna-in was 225 degree material and not 400 degree material, with that political context of the credibility problem, what would Energy have been forced to do? I think they would have had to bring on, 400 degree actuators and stuff, and it probably would have been delayed. The startup would have been delayed, and they would have had the antis would have had that as ammunition against Vermont Yankee. Following the indication that the seal material did not meet environmental conditions, Energy performed a operability determination, which concluded that the 80 system was operable but degraded. The only way you could know how that thing fails is to put it in the stand, put that actuator in the stand, put it under operational conditions, the kind of same valve, the SRV valve, the same, force you needed to operate an SRV valve by the actuator. You put it under the same type of nitrogen system, pressurized to 100 pounds or whatever, PSI or whatever it is, and test this thing, operate this thing numerous times, and put it into a little room and heat it up to 400 degrees. I mean, that's the only way you're going to know if that, and then keep it at 400 degrees for the worst amount of time at the highest temperature it gets exposed to. And probably times 3, you know what I'm saying? It's probably, the accident time is going to be 2-3 hours. Well, you probably want to do it for 10 hours or a couple of days, that type of thing, and then do a study, an engineering study, and figure out the failure mechanisms. How does that fail during in accident conditions? That's how you have facts. That's the facts. These guys, these things are important things, and all this is guesswork from Energy. You don't see the determination, how they came up with the determination, and what inputs they use for that determination, and stuff. And it's all in a secret process that Energy doesn't have to disclose. It's very dangerous and stuff. And we don't get to see how the NRC, how the NRC works. If that determination was really known, and then we could see, is the NRC spot on, or is the NRC not paying attention to these determinations? We can't judge whether the NRC is doing their job or not. And so that is the problem. What I have, and so you gotta. You notice how this is the NRG explaining the SRV operability determination. So where I don't see where the NRC has made an independent determination on their own on this.